Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today's video is a bit different. It's a lot shorter, but I know it will have all the motivation that you need to tackle whatever mess you got going on. In today's video, we are just tidying up a few areas that I did not want to get out of hand. And you guys know that when it comes to my room and my bathroom, that is very much the last thing that is always on my to-do list. For 2025, I made it a goal and a plan to tackle things before they got too overwhelming and unmanageable. And that is what we are doing today. My bathroom was not that bad, but it did need a good wipe down, so I'm using that good old Lysol concentrate with water. I diluted it, let it sit for a bit, came around and wiped it all down, and it looked good as new. So go ahead and grab your coffee or your broom. You can clean with me or you can just watch me clean, but we have some tidying to do to keep this house nice and manageable. I would like to thank Uwant for sponsoring today's video. They were kind enough to send me their D100 wet dry vacuum mop, and when I was blessed with this opportunity, I was definitely not going to pass it up, and I get the opportunity to show you guys quality yet affordable ways to keep your home manageable but also make cleaning less stressful. So let's talk about the design. The design is sleek and compact, perfect for my house because I personally do not have a outlet in my laundry room, so it sits in my kitchen. It's not too big, it doesn't take up space. When opening up the box, you are greeted with the vacuum, but not only that, Uwant made sure you had all the replacement parts that you need. So it comes with an extra roller brush, it comes with the deep cleaning floor solution, and a brush to clean the inside of the system itself. Before we get cleaning these floors, I just showed you guys how to add the cleaning solution to the wastewater tank. In this video, I will show you how to use, disassemble, also reassemble, clean the system, and giving a sneak peek of the dock and its self-cleaning features. Remember I said they thought about everything when it comes to convenience, including the siding. It has a dual edge siding which allows you to get up to 2 millimeters away from the wall. The vacuum feature on this system is amazing. It is so powerful. The only trouble I did have was picking up feathers, but once it caught a hold to the feather, that was it. Took care of it right away. The mopping feature, I noticed that when I go with the grooves of my floor, I get a more effective cleaning than when I am all over the place. If you want to get low areas like under a couch, under a table, the system does lay completely flat so that way you can get everything that you need, and it does not lift up in the front. The handle is also a big feature. It adjusts to the way that you want your wrist to hold the system so that way you're not pushing and pulling with force. The vacuum contains 3 modes, which is part of the intelligent floor sensing system, and this allows the vacuum to know if they're cleaning small stains, moderate stains, or heavy stains. I tried out all the modes, and I also let the system do it on its own to see if it does adjust on its own, which it does. I did do a demo where I did syrup, ketchup, relish, and I think grape nuts. Now, I will say that I think I did too much at one time with the syrup because the syrup is super sticky. Moving on to another project, we are tidying my room. We are doing really well keeping up with the floors and making sure there's not too much on it so that way we can walk around, because like I said before, my room is the last place on my mind. I don't know why, but once it's clean, it feels like everything. It feels like I just want to be in here but we are changing the sheets. We are making sure we do that once a week, and also try to keep up with the bathroom and the closet. As much as I say I want to learn how to make my bed, as far as like the aesthetics or whatever, or getting some really good comforter sets, I don't even know where to start, if I'm being honest. Like, there's so many different options. Like, do you prefer a duvet or just getting a comforter? But then again, I just got a new washing machine, so maybe this one can wash a comforter, but my last washing machine could not manage a huge comforter. Okay, so do you prefer a duvet or just a big comforter set? There's so much versatility when it comes to using this vacuum. Not only can it be used on hardwood floors and tile, but it can also be used on carpets. At least that's what the reviews say. So I gave it a try. As far as cleaning, I don't know how effective it was, but the vacuum feature really did a good job. I can honestly say that. And then I went to my bathroom. After every use, I am putting it back on the dock. Sometimes I see that it starts its own self-cleaning process, and other times I do press the button on the right, which is the saturation button. It lets you know what it's doing and why it's doing it. So it lets you know that it's checking for bacteria or it's cleaning for bacteria prevention. Okay, so let's disassemble and clean the vacuum. First, you just saw me took off the roller brush cover. We gave that a good wash and a nice wipe down. Now you see me cleaning out the filter. This is what separates the dirty water from the debris. And that long stick you see is the deodorizing stick, which helps keep the system odor-free. When I think of vacuum mops, I think of cross-contamination, but one of the great things about this vacuum is that you can clean from the outside in. You can allow water to run through the system to get it completely clean, so you're not transferring bacteria from one place to the next because you've done a thorough clean. Here I am using Lysol to clean the outside and give it more of a deeper clean. I know that this is a chemical-free system, but just for my mind and my brain, I wanted to allow it to disinfect a bit more and give it a really good cleaning. This is the wastewater tank, so this is where the dirty water and the clean water sits. And this is also the brush cleaning tool that I'm using to get a more efficient clean. No, I might fall while I'm running. I pick myself up sometimes and pay that pressure. To put the system back together, we are going to give it a good drying and just put all the pieces back where they belong. It's pretty self-explanatory because the same way you took it out, it's the same way you're going to put it back. The only difference is you're drying it before you're putting it back. Because the system is completely effortless, it does include a push and dock. So you just push the vacuum into the system and it starts charging or doing whatever it needs to do in that moment. It is designed this way specifically to prevent secondary contamination caused by dripping water when lifting the product, to save effort, and to protect the wrist. I would like to thank Uwant for sponsoring today's video. I will have all the information down in the description bar, including the coupon code, the exact product that I have. I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.